All right, so we are in West Texas. First day trying to get out. Actually, I got in, it was a 21-hour drive, 1,500 miles. That like to never ended, but got in yesterday afternoon and we went out and looked around a little bit. Didn't have time to get up in the mountains and look at what we were really after, but we're up here first thing this morning, and right as soon as we get on the ranch, we hit jackpot. We got what it's tough to tell because of the ground and the sand, but what we're calling lion tracks. And you can see now I do have little hands, but that's a large track. There's no nail imprints, and it's just all the way down. So I don't know, it's tough to tell because there's some cow tracks mixed in, but it looks like this is that's definitely one of the tracks. And then there's a 4-foot spread here to the next track, and it goes on down. There's some cat and bobcat, cat and coyote tracks down there as well. So we just got on this ranch. We know we're gonna come back this way, so we're gonna try to hit some of the other areas, and just there's so much area to see and cover, and see what else we can find, knowing that we're gonna hit we're definitely gonna put a couple sets in here. It's just a matter of trying to figure out where and how, but it's pretty exciting. There is the mighty Rio Grande River in Mexico. There's no border wall here. And those mountains in the background, man, you talk about a rugged but pretty place. And another one of these little arroyos, the river is, I mean, literally right over that hump there. And then I saw some tracks in the mud and wanted to come down and look at this, and here again, this is not as big as the last track, but that's awful big to be a bobcat. Going right off in that just tangle of mesquite. We're just trying to, oh, this might be hogs, do you reckon?
No, they haven't seen any hogs down here.
Is this javelinas rooting?
It could be javelina.
We're just trying to source out. I mean, we got a lot of ground to cover and haven't set any traps yet, but found some good looking spots, and so it's getting to the point that the traps aren't doing us any good in the truck. Got these few little water holes, and just, I don't know how well you can see. I have a hard time telling with the sun, but man, this is just some rugged country. Exactly what I was thinking. It's tough to tell what the tracks are. We got some bobcat tracks, some coyote tracks, saw some fox tracks. I believe these are javelina tracks. You can see it's just kind of a small, well, there's definitely some critters roaming through here. You got all this big wash from this huge area, and then you got a couple other kind of feeder things coming down to where those little ponds were right there, all running eventually down to the river. I don't even believe it. Look at this. That's another set of lion tracks, if I was a betting man. We got this wash right here. It goes back up, and if you've never seen the world's largest ice cream cone, there it is right there. You can't say you hadn't anymore. We're gonna put a set here in this wash. I'm eyeballing that rock right there is what I'm thinking. See if we can. There's a bunch of coyote tracks kind of running up and down through here, and javelinas. Maybe we can avoid the javelinas and nail the coyotes. So we ain't even made it to the main ranch that we're trying to trap, and just seeing, we've seen lots of it. Part of it's just trying to learn the area, right, and figure out where's a good place to set. We just made our first set right around the corner on a arroyo, or a wash coming down to the river. So right here behind me is the Rio Grande River. It actually looks pretty good. There's a heck of a coon trail that we're gonna set some coon traps on too. But this pinch point right here, I mean, the river is just off the road, and then you've got this big cliff face. I mean, this is, I can't think of a better spot to narrow something down. And so we got to looking, and there's plenty of coyote tracks running through here, and bam, here again we got big cat tracks. So what I'm gonna do, I set up some number 5 bridgers with expander pans, and I've got drags. I'm gonna pre-hook this drag in some of this mesquite here, and I'm gonna set this trap right on the edge of the road. I don't want to set it too far out, but I want to set it, I mean, it's going to be 2 feet off of where we're seeing the tracks at. So, this is a, man, I never would have imagined we'd be seeing this much sign. This is awesome. This is the 4th. Now, we saw some cat tracks right on the other side, so it may be the same one, but this is the 4th set of tracks that we've seen so far. Alright, so I've got my drag run to the back and hooked through that mesquite tree right there. And then I've got my trap that I run out. And now I am making all of this mountain lion business up as I go, because I've never done anything with lions before. But whew, that baby's ready to go. Man, I might better tighten that pan tension up a little bit. Let's see what. Yeah, you know what? That ain't good. All right, so we got the line set up. I had to adjust my trap a little bit because the trap wasn't wanting to fire. My pan was, or the dog was too far for it, so I had to bend the frame a little bit. But we got the trap set, and I just I was limited on my chain, on my drag, so I had to get it over to the side as much as possible. So I made kind of a walk through here. I got a T-bone that I hammered in, put some bobcat urine and some Caven's feline fix on. I got this little lure, or this little rock here that I put some Dobbin spots and grays on, and then I also got some Andy Weiser's Super Cat. And I actually put it's got a strong skunky smell, and so I put it on that mesquite back there. I didn't want it right here, especially as warm as it's been. I mean, it was in the 30s this morning, but you see I'm sweating now. I mean, it's warming up pretty quick, so I'm feeling pretty good about this spot. We'll give it a try and see. I wasn't even filming. A whole passel of Gamble's quail right up there off the road, at least a dozen. Some red deer out there. You ain't in Texas if you ain't seeing snakes, huh? Sucker's pretty good size. Well, we put in a full day today. I'm sitting here, you can't see anything. I wish you could. I wish you could see us. Man, there's a lot of stars up in the sky. That is Mexico behind me over my shoulder, mountains. It's man, it's incredibly picturesque over here. Very rugged, but really pretty. But we covered a lot of ground, and it was more of a, trying to figure out what we had and where to set. Only got 19 traps in, but we saw at least 5 different locations, for sure, lion track. So that was extremely encouraging. I wasn't expecting that. And then there's other spots where I'm sure there are, but it was so beat out with cow tracks and stuff, couldn't see a lot of sign in some of those places. So got some spots to go back to and look at harder tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get a good bit more stuff set tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some catches in the morning. So we'll see. I got a lot of traps still in the truck to get out. We're gonna put a good effort at getting those out. But been a heck of a first day in West Texas. I'm pretty excited to see what we got. So y'all stay tuned.